All right, guys, we're live today. I know my mic here lately has been really low, and I've been having troubles with it. I've ordered me a new mic. Oh, hold on, I've done something here. Sorry about that. I know my mic here lately has been not so great. We've ordered us a new one. Um, Probably be here sometime next week. Remember, I live in the boonies, so uh, I've got a T plus 1 week on me here. Whatever it takes y'all normally, it probably takes me an extra week to get. Um, so let's jump right into it. I'll try to speak up a little bit more today, but other than that, I really can't help it, and I apologize. But as soon as we get that mic in, I'll let y'all know, and we'll start streaming right away. That's one of the reasons why I haven't put out any other content other than this live yet. Is I'm waiting on the mic. Once we get that, we'll start putting out some content like that. Maybe some to watch top stocks or some learning videos. We'll just go along with that. But first thing, let's take a look at uh, we was talking earlier in chat about Activision, and somebody said, "Look, it's dropping." Look, this is what we expected out of it. This is the 1 minute chart. Let me come back out. That's the reason why we didn't go ahead and buy in today. We waited to see. We didn't buy in yesterday. We waited to see. The things I'm looking for a reversal. I'm looking for higher lows. I'm looking for it to be at least over the 50-day EMA on the chart. If you're looking at my chart here, that is the green one. The green one's a 50-day EMA. And of course, if it's over that, then it's going to be over the 15 or 18 EMA and MA. But you can see here, it got way oversold here. The last thing we are looking at is news on it. Has the company done anything satisfactory so that the workers would want to go back to work? Because until at least that happens, we can't expect nothing bullish to come out of the stock. I mean, what happened here, uh, it really was shitty. I'm pretty sure they said someone even lost their life. They killed themselves because of the harassment they was receiving. And of course, since we're mentioning that, guys, if you ever have any trouble with mental health or being depressed or wanting to end your life, please let someone know. Please contact somebody. Suicide prevention hotline. Just anything. Just ask for help. Okay, so going back to the chart. So with this coming down, this means we're going to wait a little bit more on this. Let's see, what did we see on the news? Oh yeah, they got earnings coming up too, don't they? Let me see if I can see what day they got earnings on. Might be this evening, I don't remember. Damn it, it's not showing. Let me just, I'll tell you what. Let's look together. Transition over to this. Let's pull up a Google tab because I don't like that. When is Activision's earnings or reporting earnings? Right here, it's scheduled for the third. We could dive in a little bit deeper to see if it's happened before or after, but usually these happen after close of the day. So see, right now it should be bullish. I think they're expecting good things out of Activision right now, so it should be bullish. Um, yeah, hold on. Before we go into FinViz here, let's go back. There's a couple other things we want to look at right now. So what I'm going to do for right now, let me make sure I'm over. Yeah. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set me an alert right here. They changed up. I downloaded the latest Weeble and they changed up and doesn't let me put a sharp rise or sharp fall no more. I need to look into that more and see if that's a different setting or something, but we'll look into it. But for right now, um, it's sitting at 83. I'm gonna come up here to 84, set me an alert, and that way if it okay, it's back on here now. So if it moves up above that, so if we get any news, sharp rise, sharp fall, or it passes over this $84 mark, it will give us an alert. So another one we was talking about was Spotify. I'm pretty sure the deal with Spotify is that it didn't have the greatest earnings the other day, but if we look at the 4-hour mark, it's not the first time it's happened. Um, their earnings, I do know when I was reading about it, earnings turned out better than expected, even though they did have a loss. Um, the thing I think brought it down mostly was the fact that they hadn't had much more growth um, in subscribers, but they're um, still bringing in. I think a lot of their money lost was in uh, putting it back into the company and stuff like that, buying up stuff. But you can see it's in a downtrend. What I'm looking for is a good buying point, and then it come back up to 280. I mean, there's a chance, guys, if it gets any good news or whatever, it could come back up to this 387. But I'm not banking on that. Plus, that's a long time. Remember, we're on the 4-hour, 180-day chart. So if we do a trend line on it, we come to right here where we're at, right there. That's 29 days. That's a month. Uh, that's long enough hold. I mean, if you go back up to there, that's probably going to be 3, 4, 6 months. But if we go to where I'm going to set mine around 270 to about 275, we'll pull up the Fibonacci retracement and double check it. But if we do this and we look at it, crap. There. That's about 20 days, so that's still within that month that we're looking at to swing it. Now, what I was talking about, let's take a look at it with the Fibonacci retracement. This is usually how I pick my outs. I don't use it for ends or anything like that. So, which one looks better for me? See, sometimes I'll put it if it's still just taking off. I'll either try it at the lows, but most of the time I like to put it right here where the price is at now, or my entry point. So yeah, we're looking to get out right around this 78% mark here. So that would put it around, yeah, might as well call it 270. So we'd look to get out at 270. And if we come back, let's get rid of that. Let's go back to the trend line. If we go to where price is at now, back up to, trying to get on there, that is a 20% gain. Guys, that's great money no matter what. Like I always say, the S&P 500 usually averages 4 to 5% a year. And we're talking about 20% gains on this one. Here is one that we was talking about yesterday, and I kept saying I want to buy in, and I hesitated. And what happened? Sure enough, good earnings came in, and look at this gap up. Now, of course, on this stock, it's not like a killer gap up. I mean, it went up just a touch more than $1. At one time, it was $2. But that's just growth. And if we was looking back like we did with Spotify there, we're talking about back up to 50 at one point. I think I'd set mine somewhere around this 48 mark. Or was going to. I mean, I didn't end up buying in. So, He who hesitates, Matt, you know what I mean? All right. Let's do the rounds real quick. Let's check out some of the more popular ones. AMC. Again, I apologize. You can tell I've been watching this stock for a while. I'll try to clean this up later. You know what? Let's start all over. So, what's good about ANC right now? Well, it's been trending upwards. If you know me, I like for it to break trends before I start swing trading it again. I'll hit these lows sometimes just because I know the stock. I know it's more than likely going to pop up. AMC, every time that it drops really low past these oversold, the RSI goes below 30. Look for a pop up. I mean, it may not be killer, but look right here. If you'd have bought when this RSI was oversold, right here at this candle, anywhere, if we take out where it opened up at $40, then come to right there, that's $49. That's a $10 gain in a day. Even if you held it until the morning and sold as soon as it come off, you still can catch $8 or $9 out of that. You don't believe me? Watch this. It's oversold here. Let's take the smallest point oversold. And let's take out where it went in at. $31. If we go back up to here, look, $39, an $8 gain in a day. Anytime you see AMC dip under that 30-day or 30 line on the RSI, watch out. It's going to come back. Them bulls don't let it stay down for long, and the bears don't have enough to keep it down. Even right here where it just even touched it, look, touched it. If you would have bought in right where the candle opened, 38. And if you're looking at the same day, you got 44. If you go into the next day, you got 46. Guys, but let me show you about watching for reversals right here. So let's say we're in it right here. We don't know what's past this point yet. I want you to look. This is trending downward. In anybody's book, that's a trend down. But I want you to look. I don't have the tool up right now. But I want you to look at the RSI. Right here, it's at 14. Right here, it's at 19. Right there, it's at 32. It is going up. Whenever you see it trending up and it's trending down, watch for that reversal. So if we have 3 bumps here, if we would have bought in right here at this last bump, look at this. We could have had those all the way up. But it's reversing is my point. Okay. Here is our bottom trend line. Now, if you go back, let me pull back up this opening chart. The reason why I put this up here, guys, is so y'all can look at it while we're getting ready. So let's take AMC was coming in from the top, and it had a you could look at that as either a pinning up or channel up. I mean, I know it has a spike in the center, but usually we go through them to get to the other point. So if we look at I'm trying to get that pulled up here. It's hard for me to see on my screen. Anyways, if we look at the when it comes down, the trend up, that is a bearish pattern. Look at this right here. That is a bullish pattern. These are called continuation patterns. Now this right here, it's showing that it's going down, but continuation, when I think of continuation, I don't think of where it come from. I think of overall what's it doing. If we look at, let me find the other one here. Right here. No, that's not it. Man, I can't. Oh, no. Damn, that's not it neither. Oh, well, I had to get the other chart pattern. Anyways, whenever you see these patterns forming, um, it doesn't mean that you should buy in there. It doesn't mean that that's what that stock's going to do. Every time you you see one of these patterns starting to form, start watching it. Draw you some trend lines. Uh, so let's go with the green one here. Go through. We got 3 points going through there. Now I know a lot of people that call these bull flags. Technically, those are continuation or bear flags. Most of them are down, not all of them. But for me, it doesn't matter. When the pattern starts forming, start watching it. Look at this. If you continue these on out, eventually they touch each other, which means it will have to break out one way or another. And guys, if y'all been watching the show, you know what is a breakout. A breakout is when it comes up over it, it retests and bounces off or bounces down, either way. That's what is a breakout and confirmed. That's what we'll be looking for. So in this one, usually when I draw these horizontal lines, so if we got one there, one there, we'll put it on the candle. We may switch it up later. I just put it there for now. And then one more just because we want it to be cluttered. Alright, usually once it breaks out, I no longer go along with that trend line. Once it breaks out, what I look for it to retest, so let's say it breaks out, I'll get rid of that. Now I'm watching this horizontal trend line. I'm looking to see if it'll either keep going up to the next resistance break it. If it does, we'll go from there. But, or come back down, retest it and bounce off. You know, I was talking yesterday about Doji coin candles and hammer candles and gravestone candles. Once we see that bounce and retest, we're looking for those candles. We're looking for engulfing candles, stuff like that for the buy-in. Guys, never go with one indicator as a buy-in. This stock should be screaming at you to buy. And right now, AMC is. You have the RSI trending up, being bullish. You have the stock trending up, being bullish. You have the MACD continuously. Well, right now it's consolidating, but it's being bullish. You know, see right here before it started consolidating, it was going up. That's the kind of things we're looking for. All right. So, the talk of the town today is Hood. Now, why didn't Hood take off, or why didn't Hood crash out? Okay, I've got a theory on this. You know, theories are a dime a dozen. Everybody's got theirs, right? Excuse me. My theory on this is that a lot of people was bearish on this. As a matter of fact, a lot of people hate Robinhood with a passion, so they stayed out. The ones Robinhood was allowing shares to be picked up day of or the day before, whatever. Anyway, before trading hours, you could order your stocks early. I did. I picked up just like 4, I think. Of course, 4 is no big deal. If it come crashing down, you know what? I'm not out a big amount. But if it skyrocketed up, hey, I got something. So I just kind of done it, test the water, just see. I'm not really big on IPOs, and I'm not as bearish on Robinhood as most people. Yes, guys, all CEOs suck. The company can suck it sometimes, but overall, it really helped me when I got started. The fact that it was so simple and easy, it got me started. All right, excuse me 1 second, please. All right, guys, sorry about that. I had a minor emergency there, but we back at it now. Now, what I was saying about my theory about the Robin Hood, right? Let me pull back up the stock again. All right. So you had a lot of people that was bearish, didn't even want nothing in it. So Robinhood was pumping this through their app. You know, hey, pick up shares early. And I think the average investor on Robinhood is not the type of person that's keeping up with a lot of that stuff. You know, there's the type of people that, oh, I like the stock and want to invest. Um, so I think between those two things, we've seen it kind of just neutral out and consolidate out. And I mean, think if you're if you're the type of person that's on Wall Street bets or a Matt Coors fan or whatever, you're paying attention to this right now. But are you actually in it? Maybe a couple of you, but most of you ain't. And that was my reasoning behind maybe picking up a couple of shares. You know, this is like a lottery ticket. What the hell, right? So that's what we ended up doing here. And you know what? Unless it, I set me a stop loss at 32, I think it was 31. So if it goes down that far, you know what? It's 4 shares. Who cares? But if it continues up, we might put in a bigger position. But if you look at Robinhood, one thing I thought was so funny here, and you usually don't see this. Okay, so on Webull they have all this information right over here. I think on Thinkorswim too they have it on hand. But the shares out, that's how many shares that a company actively has out to buy and sell. The free float is how many of those are not being held by. Okay, maybe I said that a little wrong here. That's a little confusing. Um, the shares out is how many shares theoretically could be traded. The free float is how many shares is actually on the market to be bought and sold. So what does that mean? Well, the ones that ain't on the market, sometimes a company holds them back for just in case they need to raise money, or uh, if their stock goes up and they would just like to have some money put back. They use it for what if situations. Another thing is the board members of these companies get stock as kind of like bonuses, or just being part of the board, or there's even some companies that require you, if you're part of the board, to have so many shares. So that goes against the shares out, and they subtract that. They subtract all that stuff, and then you have your free float. So the shares out on Robinhood is 835 million shares, and the free float is 55 million shares. Now, as funny as this seems and as nefarious as it seems, I don't think all this is being held by board members. I think what this was them uh, not wanting to put everything out there at once. They knew that there was some bad press coming out ahead of them, so keep the float low, keep control of it more, and then if they need it as time goes on, they can release those shares. If you keep up with AMC, that's what AMC did a month or two ago, right after their stock rise. They threw some shares out on to raise some money, raise some capital. Uh, so I think that's what's going on here with this. But if you look, the free float is 55. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying that today. It's 55 million. The volume traded today is 88 million. That means the float has been traded, bought and sold almost double. So every share has almost been bought and sold. If well, you know what I'm saying. Not exactly, but I just thought that was pretty cool to look at. Whether you're bearish against it, whether you hate Robinhood. I know a lot of people, especially if you're in the AMC movement, hates Robinhood for a couple of different reasons. One, the dirty shit that they did about stopping people from buying. Yeah, they still let you sell, but who cares when it's going up? You want to buy, you want to get in. And they done, worst of all, they done to other guys is, oh, we're protecting you, instead of apologizing, manning up and admitting what they did. And then they done it again with Dogecoin. What the hell? But overall, Robinhood helped me when I started out. It helped me understand options. So is Robinhood bad? No. I think they need a new CEO. I think they need a new face of the company. Somebody to step in and maybe at least pretend like they give a shit about the customers. But the overall business model, the overall company, I don't think is that bad. But it does need to change some of its practices bad. It could be a lot better. That's one of the main reasons. I mean, I kept some money in Robinhood, but that's one of the main reasons I switched to Weeble. Workhorse is one I wanted to mention. It spiked up today because they announced having a new CEO. Now, that makes me a little bit bullish on this, and you can see it's had some people confused a little bit today about whether or not it was a good thing or, a neutral thing. Who cares? So I'm going to be watching this stock, and I may pick up some before the end of the day. Speaking of which, guys, we are in power hour, which means I'm looking to do a little bit of day trading today. So if we go over here, here's one of the first places I start looking when I want to day trade. I go to FinViz. I'll start over here looking at the top gainers, the new highs, the unusual volumes. So Intech, let's look at Intech. I'm looking for something that is spiked but not going completely wild yet. I didn't do that right. Is that right? Am I getting that ticker right? NTE. Oh, I'm putting an X, ain't I? My bad, guys. NTEC. Okay, this actually wasn't bad, but where it just broke upon this, I don't know. We'll, it's not looking too good now, so we'll keep an eye on it, but I'm not sold on it. He would have to bounce here and go higher now. The other one that was showing there was LC. This is the Learning Club, or, Lending Club, I mean. This is another one. It didn't look bad, but it's kind of like starting to fall off. Look at that. I think they had an earnings is the reason why they went up. Let me check out Ford in Power Hour here. Yeah, Ford is just consolidating around the 50 EMA, but it's not doing much now. GE. Yeah, G's bouncing, so it might do something before the end of the day. I'm in it right now. Plug. Plug my bounce, but other than that, no. Blink. It's the same, just to make sure. Yeah. Charge Ford. Yeah, Charge Ford actually looks a little better today, so we're gonna watch it. All right, let's go back to FinViz. GSS. So let's look at GSS. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it on the chart, guys, and I'll just go back and look, and that way we can just look at them real quick. GSS actually looks pretty decent for a day trade. So let's go back down to the 3 minute, and let's watch this. So I'm gonna put it on there to watch. I kindly missed the beginning of Power Hour, so I'm trying to hurry up and go through these. Oh, NAOV, that was good yesterday. Let's see what it's doing today. NAOV. No. I mean, it's consolidating around there, and it could bounce, but, you know, we'll give it a watch, but I don't see it doing nothing. At least not what I'm looking for out of a day trade. XBio and Bond. Bond. Ooh. I don't like those when it's real choppy. Yeah, see the volume is only at 174K. No. XBio. Oh, holy shit, we missed out on that one, guys. Damn. Look, and see, here's what I was talking about. If we had caught that, it done it right before Power Hour. Oh, man, I got to talking. Damn. We'll keep an eye on it, but no, it's dead. Oh, well, not dead, but it's not worth jumping in right now. MXL. MXL. No. PRFT. Now, PRFT, oh yeah, that doesn't look too bad. It's kind of pricey, but, you know, we'll keep an eye on that. Let's look at what I've got over here and see if there's anything worth checking out. It's still not. Let's go to the 3 minutes so we can watch it better. Intake might be bouncing. Workhorse. Oh, here's one that's popping off today, but not doing nothing. Now, DD. No. Uber. No. Spot. I think Spot's worth getting in today. Here's another IPO today, and look at that. It's actually looking kind of good. I actually, you know, the way that looks, I actually wouldn't care to get in that. It come up over the 50 EMA line. It bounced, and it's looking bullish. You know what? I'm going to pick up just a couple of shares of this just to have some skin in the game. Does it have any options yet? No options yet. So if we're going to get in, we got to buy shares now. Sorry, guys. It's just taking me a sec to get, because I don't want to trade online here. So I'm just trying to get in it real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just picking up 10 shares just to have a little bit of skin in the game. And if it starts to do better, we'll pick up some more. And if not, then, we can get out. No harm, no foul. But see, the reason why I like this U shape, I've talked about this before. What this usually means is that sellers are dying down and buyers are picking up. And then, what do we say about confirmation? Look, it broke above the 50-day EMA. It bounced, and now it's taking off. Looked like it might test again. But to me, that's bullish. If it'll bounce and come on up above this 200, that would make me really happy. But you see, the chart's not developed enough to have too much to go off of. You can see it's doing the same thing right here. So I mean, this just opened up today, so this is risky. If you're not good at charts, you're not good at taking profits when you should, do not get into this. It's not worth it. There'll be other plays. What is MMAT doing at the end of the day here? MMAT coming, bounced off. That's a good sign. See, a guy come up here to the 70, started getting overbought, so cooled off. Come and touch the 30 line, bounced here, and we'll come back up. So that's good. Oh yeah, D-Nut. Krispy Kreme. Started looking good earlier. Oh, and then we had to have the sell-off. But good news is it bounced there. I'm still bullish on this. But I wonder, is there any news? To celebrate 20 years of Xbox. You know what? I want to look at that later. So I'm going to put that up and we'll come back to that. I'm a gamer, like gaming, so... Okay, so let me show you what I like about this. This is a bounce play. Let me come back out. So you can see this is only, what, about a month or less old. You can see it bounces, come back up, bounces. And what I'm hoping for, this little right here happened because they was within 2 weeks, or twice within about a week, but they happened one on one side of one weekend, one on the other side of the other weekend. You had the market come down. So what does people get rid of when they're worried? They get rid of their newest stocks, the ones that don't cost much. They try to make up with a lot of that stuff. This would be an easy one to get rid of if you're worried about your margin or anything like that. But overall, I'm bullish on this one. I'm actually going to set me an alert for $17, $16.98, and see, we got all that. So if it comes up over 17, I'm going to buy in. We was talking about Roblox earlier. Now I've got a few shares of this on another account because I believe it'll at least come back up to 100. In between this 94 and 103 range. It's just not there yet. Let's set us a reminder around 78.50, 78.27. News. sharp rise, we'll add it to it. And if it comes up over there, we may buy. Let's check and see how these one stocks are doing real quick. Let's go back to the 3 minute. That one's the same, 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 same. Let me check and see if FinViz is see if FinViz happens in real time too. So if you see some, let me show you something else here too on FinViz here. Transition over. This gives you a heat map, and you can see the overall market is bullish right now, and the S&P 500 is looks like it's taking a little cooling off. You can see the markets has bounced back, so overall it's doing good. XBio, that's the other one I couldn't remember. Oh, check it out. Let me come back. Remember what we just said was looking for it to bounce and go. Look at that. See these candles right here? This one is a T-shape, that's a doji candle. This one right here, that's a gray stone coming up. And this red one's a hammer candle. It bounced right off the 50 EMA line and went up. Where is my RSI line? There it is. See, so it's a little overbought right now. Look for it to come back down and cool off. And it's got 30 minutes too. So right now with only 30 minutes left in the day, unless I see something pop off, I'm no longer looking for a day trade. I might look for something. You know, this might be where it's happened here at the end of the day. It might be something we could buy in and hold it. Let's see if it cools off first, because I don't want to buy into this if it's still shooting up. If it's acting like a normal stock, we may get in it. Let me put it up top so I can remember it. No. Nope. Orc. Orc is one I want to talk with y'all tomorrow. It's supposed to have earnings today, so we're not going to get into it right now. But this is a dividend play. Well, okay. It doesn't move much as far as the stock itself goes. You know, give or take $1 here and there, and that's what you want out of a dividend play, especially one that pays out a lot. You either not want it to move at all, or if it does move, you want it to go up. And this is at the bottom, so if it moves, it's not going to move much further down, mostly up. Let me come right here to these dividends. Look at this. This is what they call a REIT, guys. REIT. It is a real estate ETF whose sole purpose is to make money and pay it out in dividends to to shareholders. Pays every month 65 cents a share for a $5 a share price. Guys, you won't find nothing better than that. That is awesome. Look, at one point, see, it's cooled down right now with COVID and everything. We're just now getting started back. But last year, before COVID, it was paying 80 cents. So if we get back out of COVID, it could go back up to that. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. But 65 cents a share. Where's the deals at? Right after market close, I'm going to show y'all one thing about FinViz and how to look for a couple things here. Let's check out Vaughn again. Is Vaughn popping off? No. Yeah, see, we had GE. So I was telling you, looks like it's gonna bounce. So this I'm still bullish on. Um, I mean, I don't think it's gonna do a great deal of a lot. Um, as you can see, we're almost at the top of even what I have drawn out. So I'm about ready to take my profits myself. And then what we'll do is we'll wait for it to swing down and go back. Um, Ford is the same. Let's look at Lucid today. Yeah, people got excited. They no excited no more. But you can see it's one I've been playing as a bounce play. If we come out here and let me blow it up for you here. So you can see it does these bounces, especially right in here. Bounce, 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 bounce. It's getting ready to come back down and test this. If it'll come back down here around the 22 to 20 mark and bounce, I'll buy back in again for another round. This is a great swing play stock. TE is another one, but it's jumped. And I may get back in it because it's not through bouncing, or not back in, but get in it. But you can see here when I pull it back on the 4 hour, look, boom, 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 boom. And it still has plenty of room to run. If we come back over here to this one, that's another $4. Um, so, we'll keep an eye on it and see. LX went back down. CLV, damn, had another good day today. Damn, this one we were looking at buying yesterday and I didn't. 24, 25. Oh, and look, it's bouncing. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a bad little play. I'm curious. Let's look at Tesla. No, that's not Tesla. Oh, and guys, if you're not into crypto, what's wrong with you? I swing Bitcoin Cash. I've been swinging this since the last one. I picked it up at 389, I think it was, and look where it's at right now. God bless America, son. So we're at the end of the day, and we ain't found nothing yet. IMAX. No, that's one that was running yesterday. This master strategy, start watching this, guys. Every time it drops, it moves and moves quick. Uh, 265, that's not a bad one. Oh, Lionsgate. Yeah, Lionsgate. Look, it's bouncing off this bottom right here. I think Lionsgate could offer something good. And I think it's coming back around. Well, yeah, I like that. I'm actually going to pick up a few shares in that. Again, this is not a normal play, guys. Usually I'd wait for more confirmation, but I'm not gonna. Does that have options on this one? It does. It's not moving quick enough for options, so we'll come back to that. Let me check out Neo real quick. Neo's starting to look a little bit bullish again. Oh, unusual options activity. There's a put on it. Let's check out the options. There's unusual options activity on it. Let's take a look at the 20th, since that's the big scale day for it. Look, for 45, there's 58,000 for puts. Yeah, there's a lot more bullish than bearish. Yeah, I might have to look into that tomorrow. I like that. This 45, it's too late today, but this 45 for August 20th on Neo, I like that. I'm going to write that down. Neo 45 strike August 20th call. And look at these people, these percentages. Every one of them's 10 or higher. Yeah, I like that. Let's put that on our newest watch. What's Mattel doing today? I'm looking for this to swing back around. So I've been watching it too. Man. Wind's not looking bad. It's in a reversal. It doesn't have much more to go though. IGT. Oh, Nintendo. Crap, I forgot about Nintendo. I always go with the one at the Y at the end of it. Ooh, see, I like this. I'm gonna start watching this. The reason I like this is I know I watch this stock. You can see how it bounces like this. And it's right here at it. So I'm gonna watch and see what it does around here. Set an alert in case I forget. Do not do anything. No, but we're watching it. check our end of the day stuff here one more time. Did X file come back down? Oh, dude, here I was, man. I was thinking it was 3:59, not 3:39. Okay. Wow, I just couldn't see that. It looked like 3:59. Thank God. Here I am scrounging, man. Wow. Okay. So we okay. We good right now. We are good. We're doing all right. So we got a little bit of time. Well, in that case, it's not. Uh, UXIN. That's a new one on here. UXIN. See, I like how that's done. Followed it. Why is that just now showing up? Let me. ABSI. ABSI. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a fight on Expo. I seen it. I wanted to come back here and look. Come on, let's see if it bounces off this green 50 day. Oh, we seen anything else? Oh, look. Oh, come on, let's see what this does. Expo want to do something too. If that's an engulfing candle, we have another green candle. I might ride that to the end of the day. Look, that's doing something too. Okay, I picked up 15 shares of that. Just see what it does. Like I said, I have day trade, so I can get out of this right now. What is the free? It's a little high, but it does have 8 million in volume. And every time it's touched this 200, it's come up. So let's see. Oh, but we do have a double top. That's a bearish sign. So we'll watch it. That's continuing to go. Yeah, see, we bought in that right at the right time. I seen it was up over 200. Seen the hammer candle. Seeing this close above, so yeah. Yep, there we go. There we go. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I've been real busy today. Um, Not really been meaning to try to leave nobody out. So let's try to look at chat real quick. Sorry, I've been trying to watch chat, but I've mostly been watching the Wall Street Bets Discord. So let's go back to Activision. Let's see what it's doing. We'll come back to this. Okay. Yeah, I like the way this chart's starting to form. Let's see what this is. That's nothing. What I'm doing right now is I'm looking at the news on it, seeing. Let's see what if they're bullish on the earnings here. The earnings come out on the third. So they're expecting positive earnings of a little over 2 billion, a little over 90 cents per share. And the estimate for it, Yahoo Finance has the estimate at around 1.89 billion. So if they actually get that, that would be really good for Activision. Yeah, for what they have estimated, let me pull this up so y'all can see this too. Um, I want to pull this up for y'all. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So you can see right here that the company's expecting this 2 billion 91 cents a share. Zach's estimate, which is they're a kind of like what Yahoo Finance is almost. They look at stocks, they evaluate stocks and stuff like that. They're expecting it at 1.89 billion. So of course that's less than that. So if they actually do get this 2.13, expect the market to be bullish on it. See, yeah. See, they're expecting them to have a decrease in it overall. So really, to me, I'm not even looking at if it's overall decrease. That's a year over year. It would still be better than the previous. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to look and double check. But the fact that it would beat the estimate by a good little bit, not a great, but a good little bit. Consensus market for the second quarter earner has moved up 1.3% to 76 per share. So the consensus thinks it's going to be 76, and Activision believes that it's going to be 91 cents. So yeah, if they come out with what they're thinking they are right here, and the estimates are this right here, then I would look for the overall market to be very bullish on it. Yeah. I like this double bottom right here. W, that's a double bottom. It's actually touched it 3 times, so I really, let's pull back here and look. Yeah, look. So if we're looking at this overall, it's found its bottom. I tell you what I'm going to do on this. I'm bullish on this. When did this news come out? Okay, if you are on a commission style trade, or if you do a lot of big trades and you're worried about taxes, uh, I wouldn't do what I'm recommending. What I'm going to do, but I think that I'm going to go ahead and pick up some now. No, see, the smart play would be to wait until in the morning. But with this news coming out, I'm afraid that it might get bullish in after hours. Yeah, no, I'm going to wait till tomorrow. What is it to the green? Yeah, I mean, we're talking about less than $1 for it to get up over the 50-day EMA. Oh, no, we was looking at the 3-minute chart, wasn't we? Yeah, it's still less than $1. So, I guess if we go back to the 15-minute, I'm going to look for it to be up over this green 50-day EMA. And we're going to wait until tomorrow and look at this. Uh, so, guys, I can't tell y'all what to do. You make your own opinions. Um, Overall, I think it looks good. I mean, you see a little bit of bullish divergence down here on the RSI. Overall, it's still trending upward, just slightly though. But I think we've hit our bottom on it. So we're going to wait until tomorrow and see if any bad news comes out and if it pushes up over this green 50-day EMA. That's my plan for tomorrow. Let me look back at chat. So, I'm sorry, guys. I still had it up on that. What I was talking about, you see this line right here? It's pretty much found its bottom along that. We're still very bullish. You see a little bit of bullish divergence down here. So overall, I'm going to wait till tomorrow and see what it does. If it goes up over this green 50-day EMA, I'm going to buy in and ride it. We are talking about if it goes back to this previous bump right up here. We're talking about 10% gain, $7 per share increase. So I guess it depends on your how many shares you pick up. Me getting into this, I probably won't pick up many. I'll probably just look at $10. So this will be more or less a if I just play it to there, it would be a $70 increase. But if it comes back up as quick as it did, go down, we're probably looking at about a week hold, so that's not bad. If you want to look at this longer chart and see where it could go, if it goes back up to here, that's 14% increase. If you go back to the last highs, that's a 20%. I would probably, if I was going to play this, I'd probably come in somewhere between here and there. Let's look at Fibonacci retracement. Oh, get rid of it, damn it. Fibonacci retracement. So we go to the last highs, down to where the price is at now. The 78.6 is at $96. So yeah, I would put my take profit at 96. That's the way I would look at playing that. And I would set my stop loss. I'd set my stop loss at 82.06. So you're looking at 1.5 to 11, 1.5 to 12 P&L. So you're risking 1.5 to gain 11, gain 12. So yeah, I mean that's good. That would be really good. I'd take that trade any day. Let's so let me just tell them in chat here. Okay, so what was we looking at there?